It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action for Murray. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here, an early 3rd and long. Here's Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. A short one there, caught by Tremble. A gain there of 15. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Young. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Out of the shotgun, Young. This throw left side taken in by the rookie wide receiver. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll motion over Thielen. On 2nd down, Young. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They send a receiver in motion left. Young to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Evans. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll run it here with Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at it, engaging where the marker is, and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll run with Hubbard. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. To throw is Young. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cards offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Conner. He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. Going up top. That's caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. That one knocked away and incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 9. Back to throw, Young. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Well, now the big fella inside's getting involved in the pass rush, Mike, and so many of these interior defensive linemen are known for their run defense. Well, not this guy. He wins on the inside quick, and he's able to bring the quarterback down for the sack.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now a second down throw for Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So after 1, the Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. To throw is Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Now Murray on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Murray with a give to Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Young. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Renfro brought in motion. A second down throw for Young. This one taken in by Renfro. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. On the give, it's Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Another run here with Hubbard. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down. What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll put a receiver in motion right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
On first down is Young. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On second down, a run with Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third down and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's their punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Give, running right, it's Connor. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
First down throw for Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw again is Murray. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Murray's going to throw again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. On 3rd down, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Murray will throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Ryland for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Young. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down, and it sets up 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll run out of the gun, and this is Connor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Off he goes. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we send you to Orlando, going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On play action, Young. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback in his protectors to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They motion a receiver right. Young to throw on first down. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. From the gun, it's Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Motion man, set right. Throwing on second down, Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long. They send him right out of the slot. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. DJ Dallas now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the ground, it's Connor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
This is a give to Connor, running right. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. That one good for 29.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across, found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. That one incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Murray. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Throwing again is Murray. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point now by Ryland. It's up and good. And the Cardinals extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tremble comes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Carolina first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Now Hubbard. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle. Second down and 8. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On second down, Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Young. And this ball incomplete on third down.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers will cut into that lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Murray to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Connor. A gain there of 10 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the handoff, heading left, it's Connor. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. the vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Here's Young. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
When you can generate interior pressure and move that pocket into the lap of the quarterback, man, it is hard for these quarterbacks to escape. They want to be able to step up in the pocket, step into their throw. Instead, he's retreating, and he takes the big sack.
From the gun, it's Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Third and long. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense, and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll go right back to Connor. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. They'll go again here to Connor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle. Murray now on 2nd down. He keeps it himself. And he will score again. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point now by Ryland. It's up and through. And the Cardinals tack on one more to their lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Going for it all. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, You have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Young. That's going to be caught. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the zone read, given to Connor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, Murray. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Connor. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one from 49. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw is Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on second down, Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
His tight end Tremble over the middle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's Young to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. Here's Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. In trouble, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing is Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. First and 10. They motion the slot man left. Young to throw on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. A second down throw for Young. He's going to tuck it and go. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run with Hubbard. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Young. This one caught at the 4. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. To throw, Young. That is caught, and they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Panthers! Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. The Panthers are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Cards offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run with Connor. Gets to the edge at the 30. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's going to be taken down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read, the defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll run it here, and it's Connor. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Conner, touchdown, Arizona. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals are able to extend the lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Young. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Past midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. out of the gun, and they'll run it with Connor. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the give. This is Connor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.